One's life expectancy. Warning, damage received.
Sorry dude, I didn't realise the mic went on. Yeah, it's Starfield it's called, sorry. I was saying you haven't missed much, I literally just started the game, you're like a miner, you have a vision. And then because you have a vision, you meet a group of people and they send you here. That's what we're working on. Basis testing creature.
I'm detecting a safe nearby. We could make use of whatever is inside, provided you had some digipics and a disregard for personal property rights. Exoskeleton damaged.
You didn't get in the way, you dumbass robot.
Captain Hicks, Protocol Indigo dictates that I...
You're dead. We're all dead. The comms relay has been trashed. The whole room is trashed. We can't call for help. I can hear the terror morph roaring somewhere. And more people screaming. God.
learning shit. Ah, it uses 7.7. Was that my normal that's using it here? Oh, 27 caliber, little baby brick. Identicals are just vaguely just a bonus from the card.
Kidding me. The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands? We don't have a problem with Barrett. We want that ship, the Frontier. If you're the captain of it now, that means we're after you. Oh no, you see, we weren't really after Barrett. We're after that ship. Every Crimson Fleet rook hears about the Frontier. That constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays. The loot from 100 planets.
That statement is partially correct. The Frontier has been to many planets and moons, but the only things held in the cargo bays are spare parts, dust, desiccated food particles, and a variety of species of ant.
I don't care what kind of lies Barrett programmed that robot to say. We're taking that ship. You're not talking us out of this score.
Fair enough. I didn't put 12 minutes in.
So you got past a few rooks. Who cares? They aren't? You sure? No, that can't be right.
I love how he just believes it immediately. But can come towards Frontier right now.
I'm not falling for that. That's got ambush written all over it. I've heard enough out of you.
Same.
Kill them!
While I am programmed for combat, it's not my primary function. Exterior damage. We shall now be free to travel to constellations without Crimson Fleet interference.
Legend Giant Master, just space helmet, legendary.
It is a shame exploration requires so much.
shit while I'm there.
It is foolish to carry so many items on your own.
Oh shit, I'm encumbered now. Oh, you can't while you're over encumbered. Or one. I've got multiple one. Oh, there it is. Drop just one. Line that.
Captain Higgs, to reach the Lodge, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis. Do not worry, this will all become second nature before too long.
I set the course and now I can speed there, right? Jump from there.
Frontier, this is United Colony Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. No contraband detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
What it keeps telling me missions. So I can just keep setting a course every time. Time to kill the FPS. How about that? A ship of immortality is on travel.
What? No Barrett? Let me guess. Protocol illegal again? And here's our new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship. And you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
Some repairs coming with the health thing, wasn't it? I'll be alright for now.
The Trade Authority runs a vending kiosk next to my booth. It's just off to the side, near the ramp. Besides that, Jemison Mercantile is your closest shop if you're looking for a bit of everything. That's further in, past the security checkpoint.
So look at the ship.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
So I've got 4,000. Cheapest 72,000. Oh, I hate these glitches like fast travel directly from the missions menu. Good old Bethesda. Like I literally did that. Or does it just want me to keep doing it? What is the price for that one then? Oh, that's 660.
Sure, have at it.
Just to say, you can modify this then. Ship builder. So there's been ship builder age. Fully design, modify and paint your ship. The full gauge design tells you where your modules repair and the full gauge is 0. Not that I'll use this much, but.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
What if I hold that up for the map here? Is that the food or something there? Those things that are just pointless for the health or something. What you done with it? Push parameters to trees construction for troops. 20 hours, try one of these. Yeah, it's just health really takes ages. Those literally do nothing 3 at a time. I'm gonna sell some of this shit then. It's got to keep sell your favourite stuff. There's no way to unlock them. Keep the days, spacesuits. Keep the suits now. The hell's taking up the suits? So I'm trying to work out how much the weight is. That's only 7.5. They're not very much. Oh, well. Oh, it'll be the I didn't just buy it, did I? Well, the different which bits buy then? How did I get buy then?
Need some work done?
You should see some of the ships we get landing here. Like their owners, thought decorating their ships with heat bleach nests would be a nice touch.
So that's got a bit of back down that. Is that on value now? So the most expensive weapons. We set it to weight. There we go. So you can see all the heaviest guns. It's all the weapons. Maelstorms, that's where the weight is. No. So 7. Picked up random shit as well. What the fuck? Random clothing. I've got my skill shot 1. Let's carry some more shit. Sprint for 1,000 meters when I set this our maximum. While it's 75% or more of your maximum load capacity, so you've got to pick up loads of heavy shit at some point to do it. No, shit, Jack.
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes meeting your new foster parent.
My parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see them when they get here.
Oh, well, of course, that's...
That bloody thing to go away, that bloody thing. Can I just fast travel to everything, I'm guessing? Yep. Was it taking me back there, my ship? Yeah. Glitch.
IDSSCOM
Ignore it, hopefully it'll disappear. Oh, but I can't, it won't show me my mission now, will it? Ugh. Good old Bethesda. Just show it me on map, we'll do it that way. So it's going to take me here every time and it'll gay. Just run to it, hopefully it'll disappear.
Any authority you had was forfeit the
I
moment...
get my gun out here, other people spaz out. What's up with my eyes, man? Arms are glitched in there.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
Bennett.
Okay. No bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city. We can take it directly to the Mast District.
Oh, I had the blue on it, sorry, I thought that's where I was. Right, I'll just pause it there and make sure one of the terraces is asleep.
Captain, Constellation will be waiting for you at the lodge.
1 second. use a plastic bottle next time. What do you mean? I want my 20 quid back.
I have a feeling today's going to be a great day. Don't you agree?
Nope.
The water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most.
So that's meant to be an option where you can automatically take his thing off. Change subtitles.
Its power.
We just need to...
Just need to tell you, isn't that said it?
You see that scientist out in front of mast? Staring at trees. Sounds upset. Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right?
We may be in a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been. Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside. Captain Hicks, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
To speak to these.
I'm saying is the most... You two keep going on like this. I'm banning wages. I'm serious.
We'll play now. We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't? I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything? We think it's anyone else who pulls one out of the rock for the first time. Why? We're not sure yet. So if you wouldn't mind adding another data point. Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Coach, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noelle, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only two of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Godfrey?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting, now would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
Well,
You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
Set stuff as junk. I didn't even add that yet either.
Hello there, Vasco.
Greetings, Walter Stroud. How may I assist you?
Let me save it.
No, I don't need
Just
anything.
exit to the
Just,
menu and then see if
checking
we can get rid of that.
No, I don't need anything. Just,
Oh my god.
checking in.
Don't tell me that's going to be
Seeing
there
how
for
you're
the
doing.
rest of the game.
At present, all systems are functioning.
There's a ton of people who already had this, even without a fix.
Functioning well within established parameters.
Sprint
Yeah,
till your
what is it?
CO2 builds up. And that should
course.
wipe the other one.
I have been given no alternate instructions.
As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then.
She's barely into the game and I'm having to sprint her to get rid of a glitch. Oh, there you go. See
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Now, that should wipe the other message as well. Don't tell me that one. Oh, there we go. Hallelujah.
So, Noel, constellation. Living up to your expectations.
It's I. Is it O? Surely there's one for objectives. L. Makes sense. Talk to the scientist by the tree. That's a side thing here, don't we? It's the old neighbour.
Yeah, of course. I honestly can't imagine being anywhere else.
I'm glad to hear it. You could have done just about anything. So,
I am at your service, Captain.
I swear that video was. I saw that suit. I swear this is it, right? Yeah. Parents at Pioneer Tower. Underground.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. These people are family. I hope it feels that way for you too. That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us. Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter's quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
So that's why it is that button. So it's
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself. Within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full. Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy!
That's just a case it gives you. Moby Dick. Ship on it. Just trying to get Buffy to sleep. Want to do it?
If you've got questions, speak up if you have ideas. We're all here for the same reason. Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us. Second one was on Kazal, buried, the same as the one you found.
But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
Take care of yourself.
That's all I need to know, because you're bored. It's that weird thing when it loads you in, you're like stuck to the spot for a sec. Marshall must launch.
So after an hour of
My
whining,
parents
you're
are
finally
white.
out here.
I wish they'd just take a nap or
They're
something.
just sitting on the grass. They should be playing.
Chunks of food.
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your chunks.
Bloody hell, everything is a fast travel. Can't even go up my left. Upper left, up my left. This up.
What? Well, I'll be. Honey, we got ourselves a visitor. I'll get the coffee brewing.
Oh, my God. Oh, you about gave me a heart attack.
Not that we're not thrilled to see you, son, but I thought you were under contract with Argos Extractors. Is everything all right? Well, I'll be. Constellation? Is this one of those candid camera vids? A joke?
My child is a member of Constellation. I just knew you were special. Didn't I always say that? That you were meant for great things? Great things. Well, I know what I've read about in the news. The explorers. Years ago, there was a stretch where Constellation was in fashion. People would gossip about them all the time. I must say it's been a while since I've heard anything about them, though. Glad to know they're still around. Hey, if I don't get to sing your praises as much as I like, no one can. Oh, but you didn't give me any notice. If I'd known, I'd have your favorite meal in the oven. And your room is just a mess. Although that's how you left it.
Easy, honey. Let the boy catch his breath. Why don't you settle in? You know you're always welcome.
I'm planning a grocery run later. I get some things you like.
That's Bethesda. Come on, love, you can do it. You can sit down. There we go. Only choice is expanding. You get a basic ship offer eventually.
Until I saw you.
To pay rent if you choose to have parents. Can't use their toilet though, can I? Nope. What's that high school backpack? Extra capacity. Take it now. Backpack note from mum. That should be the old high school backpack. Antique toy motorcycle. Is there a skill mag or anything in here since it's not home?
Flamenco.
What? Who?
Flamenco. Or we could do salsa.
I told you, my left feet have left feet.
The activity will do you good.
But dancing... Couldn't we... I don't know, do...
Oh, yes. Anything.
All right. Dancing it is. But something beginner-friendly. Like fit for a toddler.
Been fun. It's just a sign, it's by the tree. What's the tree? So we need to... Oh, it's just activities. So let's see what he wants. Where's he then? Master Street. It's just a shortcut to the other bit. Yeah. I guess I ran to the next district then, so there's no real point in using those trains all the time. No, wrong button.
If I move back to Neon, I'd miss New Atlantis like crazy.
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this. I am not staring, I am analyzing. This is important xenobiological work. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance? Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me? A mercenary, huh?
Yep.
Well, I'm sure we can work something out. So, are you on board? Well, thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
So you got one at the lodge. How many is there? 3, I'm guessing. Yes. One at the lodge, one in the unknown. Oh, so that'll be the... What's the ones I was looking at on districts? put her there away. Fauna, gee.
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
Definitely better than the last interceptor.
But why did they replace the handler? I thought the actress was amazing.
She turned him down. She apparently signed on to do some Shakespeare film. King Lear, I think.
How many damned versions of Shakespeare do we need?
Is that your ship that landed not too long ago?
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me? Okay, well, if I see any of those, I'll tell you. And you can tell me if you find any eggs. Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
Some bitch stole them. You can use the thing to save you.
Check. Rifle. Already stowed. Fuel.
I used to be an actuary. Now look at me.
Waiting.
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently being maintained at 90% or higher. I'm sure we have anything you might need. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon. Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it? Oh, really? Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we?
Theft.
I could, but I did pay for it. I'd like to recover my losses. And it's all the way in the back room.
I'd have to walk back there, then back out here. You did say this was important after all. Honestly, it's probably worth way more than what we're talking about.
So if we get it,
Suit
I'll
yourself.
steal it. Although I need it's only 100.
Yes, of course. Please, take a look.
She's 7 for like 15,000. Jesus, and start earning more credits. Keep the suits now. Just the misguides. Don't need to though. Well, digis I do. Do you give me a description when you sell? What do you like? Watch how bare bones all the retails is something you can't see. And when you go to all, just
Right. Come back if you need something else.
I'm gonna try and pick up any shit from now on. All these look identically the same though. Wasn't too bad at the moment. What happens if you do that? Like sell his shit as well? I wonder maybe we can.
I'm on tax duty tomorrow. Can't wait.
Good for you. Allow back here. There's a card there. Let's just steal it.
Problem? People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake. But let me tell you, it ain't a snake. It's some kind of celestial being. They call it the Great Serpent. Is it real? Well, hell if I know. But they think it is, and that makes them dangerous.
I'll steal it now. She's there. Blink.
Working at the distribution center
Fuck your
can be
100
tiring,
credits, you
but it
being
sure
a
is
bitch.
rewarding.
Sergeant Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
Is there a type of weapon competent to make?
Bad news for the League of Independent Settlers, or LIST.
A prospective colonist family used list resources to find a new home, a remote moon filled with life and ideal for farming. The only problem is that moon does not exist. So instead of starting a new life, free of rules and completely self-reliant, the family returned to New Atlantis and filed a lawsuit. Liz told our reporter, it was a simple data entry error. It should have been listed as 3B instead of 2B. We're just a resource, and we're not liable. That was little comfort to the irate would-be colonists.
If it isn't, I really do need that additional data. So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right, we'll just upload the data. Give it a moment. And just another moment. It is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. What a relief. Now, let's see. This is... well, it's... oh my.
Just tell me whether you make him speak to him again.
It seems my concerns were valid all along. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to Mast immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once. Yes, it does feel good to be right. Particularly when others have attempted to convince you otherwise. Repeatedly. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength.
Something to do with my vision.
This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in Mast at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
Bad checking on Gelton later. Technically later now.
The data from the biosensors speaks for itself. These findings are alarming. Let's hope that Mast takes these findings seriously.
That's announced too soon. You told me to investigate that was at the bottom. Check out.
How are you holding up?
I've got no complaints.
Why are you telling me to go there? I thought it was in the
My life is important.
Colonies to the best of your abilities, and to uphold the values of the Vanguard, honor, loyalty, self-reliance in all your actions as members of the United Colonies Navy.
I do.
There are always about a million things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming.
Hey! Oh,
You're not Carl. Sorry. I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once, and Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous. We're trying to isolate a power drain, which looks like it's the result of a large amount of power being rerouted through various subsystems. But it's kind of a two-person job. Someone needs to find the junction boxes associated with those subsystems and power them down. The other person needs to monitor the system remotely. It's pretty simple, really, and relatively safe. Only a small chance of electrocution. Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need isn't very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
Antonio. Shit must be fun, man. Look at all these bug-eyed people out there.
Thinking about checking it out. Seeing if it's worth it.
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working. I only have a general view of things, but you should be near the first junction box. Look for it mounted on the wall. When you find it, open it up and flip the big switch.
Personally, I think daylight's overrated. I get by just fine.
That's it. Great job. So that tripped the secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's, and maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry.
Crack.
Alright, you should be near the next junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so maybe a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. Right under that apartment they've been trying to sell. Good luck with that, right?
shit! Was that what killed him? Come on, guys. Oh, stolen. Basically bought that robot, I think. That's basically got the robot and didn't pay, and then they remote activated it.
I live on a spaceship.
You should be near the next junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay, just find that and maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet.
Just disappear, another weird glitch. Oh, there it is. Where is it?
I'm looking to join a crew. Any openings? I'm only looking to earn the going rate.
7,000 budget. No. Mission board as well. Money destroyed becomes a briefcase in the hand.
box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of filled depths to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down. Wow, you got it. Really well done. You saved me like a week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station, near where we met?
You think Deimos Staryads would hire? What am I saying? Of course they would. I'm the best.
Well, let's actually go back down then.
Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself.
As long as the money's good.
Right, sure. Of course. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain. But if not, then this is where we part ways.
No, I wonder if it's only if someone sees me as classed as stealing, I'm guessing. Who's it sort of Hadra now? She wants backup for talking to the trade authority. He's completed ones, yeah, mission. He's got all their factions, main activities which lead to missions, check it out later. So I'll do that, and then I should be Oski Delta anyway, so I've got to Two school ones in the morning.
So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here.
Yeah,
I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade
Planet,
Authority, but
some
Zoe
point.
is intimidating. I have to go in there, but I really, really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure this doesn't go badly? I don't know. I feel like I'm the one who's going to wind up in trouble. Zoe's got a way of twisting things. Thanks. That means a lot. I can do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well, anything.
Keep my gun out ready. Yeah, it's alright. Like I said, it's definitely not what they promised it would be, or when they were hyping up, but I've said it's still a good, solid 7 out of 10 game. I quite like the atmosphere, and in like a year or 2 years time, because I think they're letting everyone mod it, it'll be really good then. It'll just get better. So you can have like Star Wars mods and Star Trek mods and all that stuff.
Having a good one?
So yeah, like a year's 2 time when it's cheap, I'll actually buy it. This is
I'm
just
gonna
on
assume
Game
you killed
Pass.
a pirate and took his gun. Otherwise, we're gonna
A visit from Mast. How delightful. You'll have to remind me of your name, dear. I'm afraid I can't keep track of all you little worker drones.
I'm Luisa Reyes.
Oh no, that's what I've reviewed
because I've
taken,
been here
but
3 times.
performance and all that's bad, it needs work.
Yes, of course you
There's
are.
loads of stuff
And
on it.
was it you
Even
were
on,
accusing me
modern
of with
cars, it
absolute
struggles
no
to
evidence?
go past
The
like
power drain
60
is
to
coming from your
100,
building,
it
Zoe.
struggles.
You and I both know it, and now I can prove it.
But they'll probably patch
I'm
it
sorry.
and stuff.
What?
We traced the
They
drain,
always release games
checked the
a bit
grid,
buggy and a bit
and let
early.
us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back.
I just wish you could fly off planets with your ship and fly onto them and like that sort of. That's only a small niggle, I suppose.
I can do
That's
this.
but-
Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or call in mercenaries or what. I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay?
It's just annoying. I said the only thing that's irritating me is how bad it runs. It's like on modern cards, this should be like 150 frames, nice and easy. That's just me being an FPS. Like most people, when you get used to playing it, I won't bother. Just trying. Just assuming. Maybe.
Believe me, I really, really hope I am. But I'll tell you, people in my division tell stories about Zoe. She's got a lot of
Well, to an
influence.
extent. On Xbox, I think it only runs at 30 on Series X. I feel sorry for them lot. Especially with the controller thrown in as well. 30 FPS, like a janky stick. Yeah, that's what I like. I like it to at least be 70, if I can 100. I like just that bit of smoothness. But yeah, it's got to at least be 70, which this does in fairness. It sticks about 60, 70 dependent, as long as it's not in the city. It's just I can feel like when I play Call of Duty and that's running like 100 and something.
You still with me?
But I suppose most of this game, it's only the combat. You don't need the fast FPS. Depends. So you just relax.
Okay, you're probably right. Just need to breathe.
It definitely runs hot. I can feel the heat coming out the top. Yeah, constant GPU. It's not bad.
Well,
though, 'cause
Miss
it sits
Reyes, I
around
apologize for not
70.
taking this map.
But it just doesn't have much settings. They hid stuff, obviously, to get it to run and that. Because you can't turn off that. They only have borderless full screen. And then everything has to be set like that. I need to test it at high, but I ain't got an FPS meter for Xbox. But there's no like texture stuff. You've just got resolution scale, which is down. You have dynamics switched on. It's just well sketchy, all the settings that are that are switched on at the start. It's really weird. But you know, for a massive game, there's just no like settings there should be. They're all missing, and certain ones are just controlled by them. This is PC. But it's just, yeah, very weird the way, like, because they use their engine, they upgrade it, but it's just very weird that they've removed it all. It seems to be very controlled how they want it to run. But it's just, yeah, I just find it weird.
Or more seriously, I assure you I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power.
Oh, no.
It is not the Trade
Okay,
Authority.
hello.
I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do
Anytime I go
next?
back to consoles, if I get money to buy one, or
Wait,
if the graphics card
For God's
died in
sake.
this,
I
then I'll
presume
get
you've been
cheaper. There's
assisting
no
Miss
way I'll
Reyes
buy
in tracking down
3070.
this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the
even,
Trade
you know,
Authority
got
will
really
compensate
good
you
doing
for your
something.
time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
The sooner you find the source of all this, the sooner it can be over. Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box?
He's trying to say it. Yeah, I saw that thing the other day. Switch 2 is going to be good apparently next year. That sounds good. If it's,
I'm quite eager to learn what you find out there, but that necessitates you being out there.
apparently it's actually going to have some actual grunt to it. And hopefully still handheld option as well. Now working with Zoe committed to get the track for the new let's track down the origins of power. I need to help them what shut down certain power boxes. More. Got a bump for that. Puzzling itself out to find the walkway, because that's the end. After all that, was there just some stairs back here? Yeah. Well.
Hey there. You should be getting close.
Hello? Is this functional? I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
Zoe's here too, if you hadn't guessed. We've agreed to work together on this. Once you throw the switch, we can direct you to the next junction box. That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here. Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics.
You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level.
Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
No. 47B. It's close.
I appreciate that you've listened to reason. The junction box should be just nearby. Adequately done. Miss Reyes and I have both noted that the next node in this trace is not on any of the current diagrams. We'll have this solved in short order.
She means it's not in the well. It's somewhere on the surface. Which technically means it's not my responsibility.
However,
we agreed that we all like to see this through. If you head topside, I'll pull up the diagrams we need.
You won't find anything at Enric's. Them places where good selection goes to die.
Power down.
Something to report?
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation before she returns.
What?
I was playing Starfield and I forgot. By the way, Luke was watching the TV that whole time.
Shouldn't have been. He better be asleep now.
No, he's not. He's wide awake. He's on the TV the whole time.
Oh, we're coming off in a sec, so...
Turns.
Trouble.
I'm going to make you an offer.
And you'll be sleepy.
Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs. But I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the trade authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere
That's
over
what I mean,
there.
you're distracting me to tell me silly stuff. When you should be in bed when it's far too late and you know you should be. And you haven't even done your drink, brush your teeth or anything to get it done now.
Yeah, and it's military
Oh,
grade,
you
so
know, you
no
moan
one's
at
gonna-
Lucas, but you know as well, and you were told you're 13. What's now it telling me to go to the
Wish that bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what you lost, but you won't get it back by annoying us.
Hey, you should be getting close. Looks like it's somewhere near Athena Tower. Zoe says there's a junction box on the building's exterior. I'm not sure why she knows that.
One never knows when information might be useful.
Okay, well, we're going to discuss that later. I'll check in once you flip the switch. Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections.
Clearly, the source must
must be inside that residential tower. Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a report about power problems on one of the upper floors. I bet it's related. See if you can get up there.
Not even bed, stop standing around.
Honestly, she just did the stinkiest shit ever. She's like at the bottom of the garden doing the poo. I could hear her like full on farting and she's there like the whole 2 minutes.
Okay.
And it's still, I think she had diarrhea from that pizza. Oi!
Ethan, put on her bed.
On your bed.
Have some control over the dog. Dead body is. That's what some messaging gives me for my cut soon. Keep the damn door locked. Last week you someone poking out even if Galbank notices missing funds or another way to trace it. They call it a malfunction and wipe the records like the others do. Money's all digital anyway. They can literally just make as much as they want. Power down, I swear I did that. Give evidence to Louise or something.
My tank sprung a leak. I'm stuck. And the only place close enough.
Our whole office is getting moved to the garden.
Ethan, put the goddamn dog on her bed, shut the door. You didn't, you left all this door open, that's how she ran upstairs. It's just everything to prolong staying up, I swear. Literally, you've got bedtime tomorrow. Yeah, you don't brush your teeth or anything. It's now 10 to... Yeah, I know, but it's 10 to 11. You shouldn't be doing all this at 10 to 11. I told you that. Boost jump 10 times while in combat. Powered down, that's powered on now. So we'll see what the thing is down
I'm not gonna be stuck in this place for long.
You know you can't give Zoe anything, don't you? So you tracked it down. You've got something to show for it?
She said she'd pay. No, we'll give it her.
Great. I'll get this back to Mass for analysis. I'm not stupid. I know Zoe probably made you an offer. I appreciate that you didn't take it. And I'm really glad we got to work together on this. So, looks like maybe someone thought they could hack into Calibank's system. In fact, looks like maybe they did. Still want to claim you had nothing to do with this, Zoe?
My dear, why in the world would I want to break the law? And Galbank, no less. I do quite enough business with them as it is.
All right. Well, I'll have some people look over this. Maybe they'll be in touch.
I very much doubt that.
See you around. I have 3 projects that are backburnered right now because no one has time to help me. 3!
Disappear from the mist, couldn't they, if they're completed? Well, I'll do. There to do tomorrow.
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space or got separated from their planet.
Hicks. shall speak to you whenever I'm on next. Take care, dude.